If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you are a lot like me. You see, I like to drink. And my friends, well, they like to drink too. In fact, we like to drink a lot of different drinks, like gentlemen. But sometimes I want to take my drinks with me, so I need something portable. But not like this. This isn't going to work for me. No self-respecting gentleman with elbow patches and a turtleneck shows up with a bag of cocktails. It needs to be classy. I need the ability to carry a variety of alcohols, some modifiers, and all my bartending tools in one safe and secure case. So like any self-respecting modern gentleman who likes to drink, I looked online for something to buy to make my problems go away so I could get back down to drinking. But most of what I found was either insufficient or overpriced. Like, really overpriced. I needed a reasonably sized bar at a reasonable price, and it needed to actually be transportable safely. I started by purchasing this vintage suitcase from a guy I found online and immediately began planning the most important aspect of this whole project, the name. I flirted with names like cocktail carry-on, booze bag, and spirit suitcase, but I eventually settled on liquor luggage. Now, this is an iconic, well-built little Canadian suitcase. It's complete with stitched leather handle, some heavy-duty latches, and a smell that's not unlike a combination of your granddad's knickers, mothballs, and pure potential. But after a few days of airing it out on the patio, the velour movie curtains were the first to go, as were the elastic pouches on the sides. I used cedar for this build, as it's classy and has a nice smell. You can see here I built out a simple box frame for the bottom of the suitcase. This would later slide snugly right inside. I also added a cedar trim along the front to hold the bottles firmly in place against the panel. The upper shelf was also an ideal and secure placement for the cocktail shaker, and you can see I used an elastic strap with snaps to secure it safely to the panel. Now on the top of the suitcase I peeled back this beautiful drapery and added a layer of 1/4-inch plywood for something to securely attach all of the tools to. You can also see that they used some old newspaper in the building of this suitcase for reasons that are unbeknownst to me, but it's a cool vintage touch. I built a similar style frame for the top, then used more elastic snaps to hold all the tools firmly in place so they wouldn't move around no matter which way the suitcase was oriented or put away. The bar mat rolls up nicely on top of the shaker and also holds a bunch of small bitters bottles. Behind the bottom panel I have a cutting board and some beautifully labeled bottles, thanks to my incredibly talented wife that clearly appreciates this gentleman's abilities in the cocktail department. It's the same format for the top shelf, where all the bottles are held firmly in place with the use of this panel. The watertight jars are held in place thanks to the routed out bottoms. These are perfect for keeping cut lemons and limes and the various garnishes any sophisticated traveling barkeep might require. All said and done, this entire project cost in the neighborhood of a couple $100, once all of the jars, bottles, and bartending tools are included. But I think that is a pretty small price to pay to have a genuinely portable and functional liquor luggage accompany you on your next adventure. Thanks as always for watching.